I got a new backstay put on today. That's nice and tight. The rigger came out here and inspected the rigging. It's all nice and tight. We're about to cast off. We're gonna go hang out in the bay. Let's fire up the motor and get these lines undone. Not sure what that was. Did it, guys. This is the life. Well, guys, we're out here sailing, and it is a day to cruise. But it would appear our engine has died. So I'm down in the cabin trying to fix the engine right now. I think when I installed new fuel hose, I forgot to bleed the engine. And there's air in there, and so I gotta bleed it again. So, but I'm having trouble getting any fuel into the... So, we're out here trying to bleed this. I'm not getting any fuel coming out. I'm not sure what's going on. Alright guys, so I tried to get the motor working, but I couldn't do it, and it's just too much, you know. We're in the bay, there's boats out here. I don't want to get into a wreck, you know. It's kind of irresponsible to be spending all that time inside the cabin when I need to be, you know, out here on the deck. But I will say we do have the sails up and there's some wind. So we're just going to sail to the southern part of the bay, and I'm going to drop my anchor, and then we'll fix the motor and chill out in Chula Vista for just a few days. Oh man, so we're getting close to the Coronado Bridge. The wind is just dead today. We're moving like 1-2 knots, if even that, but we're moving, so you know, that's awesome. One thing I do love about sailboats is even without an engine, we can still cruise, and it's completely silent on the boat too. I'm having a good time, totally stress-free, worry-free. Like, I ain't worried about anything. We're cruising, we're having a good time. Beautiful day in the bay. I'm just chilling here, listening to some music and driving the boat, and you know, we'll probably reach the southern part of the bay near sundown, or maybe even after sundown. It's probably going to be late. I mean, at the rate I'm going, it's going to take us a few hours to get there. But once we get there, I'll just throw the anchor overboard and we'll go from there. The plan is going to be just to anchor there a few days, yeah, and fix my engine. I really hope I can fix it. It looked like it was a fuel delivery problem. Fuel's not getting into the engine, and I tried bleeding the fuel system while I was out here, but I couldn't get the primer to bleed. So I'll have to mess with it when I get on anchor. Again, I don't want to do that in the middle of the bay. If I was in the middle of the ocean, I'd just drop the sails and work on it and bob around, but we're not in the middle of the ocean. All right. We're out here, we're just about to pass under Coronado Bridge. The wind picked up, we're probably doing about 4 knots now, which is great. I still don't have a head sail, even though I've got like a $5,000 Harkin furler. All my sails are back in my cabin that I was staying in while I was building the boat. So I need to go pick those up. I have about 9 of them. I'm gonna have to pull them out and test them, and I want to look through them all and see which ones are worth keeping, because I don't want to bring all 9 on the boat. I just don't want to be packed with sails in here. I'll probably bring about 3, but it really depends if even any of them are good. But I think they'll be good. I think they'll work. So hopefully I can get a head sail soon. That way we can actually go a little faster. I'm not a speed demon. I'm not trying to be super fast, but it gets a little sketchy when you get real slow. When you're going like 1 knot, you start to lose control of the boat. You don't really have much control of where you're going, you know, and if the current is really strong, the current can just take you away. So luckily my boat sails really well. It's got a lot of ballast and everything, so I mean, even in light wind it fares pretty well, but I'm sure it would fare better if I had a furler. There's the bridge. Is the Coronado Bridge. We're about to pass under it. Give me a kiss for luck. We just passed under the Coronado Bridge. It didn't collapse on us. Must be our lucky day. It's a tradition out here. Almost to the South Bay. Actually isn't taking as long as I thought it would. It's a tradition out here to actually kiss someone when you pass under the Coronado Bridge for luck, so that it doesn't like collapse on you or something. It's a pretty funny tradition, but if you go on any of the charters out here, they'll tell you about it. They'll tell you, quick, kiss someone, we're passing under the Coronado Bridge for luck. It's pretty funny. But that's why I made that joke earlier, so I kind of realized that y'all probably don't know about that, so you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Giving him a kiss. Okay, so I'm gonna prep the anchor. It's still gonna be probably an hour before I anchor, but I'm just gonna prep the line because I have it sitting here in the cockpit. I don't have an anchor house pipe installed in my anchor locker yet. There's literally no way to get the anchor chain or the line out of the anchor locker without going inside the boat, taking it out, coming out the companionway over here in the cockpit, and walking to the deck. This boat was not anchoring. The guy who was using it was racing it. Anyways, I've got some of my anchor line right here. I'm gonna walk it to the front of the boat, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the shackle part to the cockpit. So the anchor line pile will be up there, the shackle will be over there. And when I get to the spot where I want to anchor, I'm going to attach my chain and my anchor to the shackle. I'm going to drop it in the water and we'll go from there. Okay, I got our anchor line. I just tightened it there just so it doesn't accidentally fall off the boat and we lose it forever. Obviously, I'll adjust the rode length once we get to where we're anchoring. But yeah, I've got it there. Got it coming all the way back here on the outside of the shrouds, of course, because my plan, I have my anchor in this back locker over here, and my plan is to open this locker, attach my chain and anchor, throw it overboard, and go from there. Okay, I've got my anchor all set up here. Of course, I made sure to go over all my lines and on the outside of the rigging because when I drop this, I don't want it to get caught on anything. Yeah, I've got a 44-pound Delta anchor here. We've got it shackled to 10 feet of 3/8 chain. I actually have multiple lengths of chain in my anchor locker. I've got 3 10-foot lengths, 2 25-foot lengths, and a 50-foot length. And some other anchors, you know, you never know when you might need another anchor. But yeah, I've got that. I'm just using 10 feet because the water we're anchoring in is only 10 feet and it's calm. And this is just gonna help the anchor set. I don't wanna hoist up fucking 300 pounds of anchor rode. And then I've got 3/4 inch line. So this is 3/4 inch line. And I've got about, I think I have like 150 feet of that or 200 feet of that. My buddy gave it to me. So I've got quite a few lengths of this. This is just one. So I like having multiple anchor setups. But yeah, I've tied a noose here around my shackle. This is way overkill. I probably should splice it to the shackle. I haven't done that yet. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, we're just about getting there. It is just beautiful out here. All right, it's getting dark and we're just approaching the South Bay, the spot where we want to anchor. We are really far south. We're past all the anchorages and everything. Most sailboats can't get down here, but because my boat has a drop keel, my draft is only about 4 feet, and because I gutted it and took so much stuff out of it, I'm really got like a 3.5 foot draft. I'm like 6 feet or 6 inches out of the water. So I went ahead and pre-measured our rode. So we got 7 times the depth in rode. I went and tied it off on the bow cleat. So I'm gonna throw this anchor overboard here in probably 10 minutes and we'll be anchored. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to support the project, head on over to vondacrew.com. Until next time.